Human beings are flawed creatures. We all have our doubts. We all question if we're doing the right thing when it comes to certain situations. We always wonder if the things we want will ever truly come true. Will we ever get them? Will I ever get the dream car I so desperately want? Will I ever afford this nice house I like? Will I ever get that smoking hot blonde with the big old anime titties? Will I get the brand new iPhone that, let's be real here, is more or less just like the other iPhones, except this time the iPhone 12 is purple? Will I be able to afford rent on my apartment? Will I be able to afford food? What am I going to have for dinner? What about this? What about that? And we always get depressive when it comes to these things. What am I kidding? I'm never going to get that dream job. What am I kidding? I'm never going to get that house. I'm never going to get that car. I'm never going to get that smoking hot blonde with the big anime titties. I'm never going to get this. I'm never going to get that. It's all natural. I've had those moments before. You've all had those moments before. One thing humans never do, one thing I never do, is I never give up on hope. I never stop believing. We are not a species of downers. We are a species of uppers, goddammit. If we put our minds to it, we can achieve and get what we want. The reason I say this is because, well, in my latest video I said, I thought that Mr. Shockbox Watson would never follow the pro Shockbox Watson Instagram account, which is not run by me. Again, I gotta state this, I'm not running that account. Could never be me. Well, I thought Mr. Shockbox Watson would never follow that account. I was under the assumption that once he discovered that account in question, he would have thought it was a troll. Would have blocked him. Whoever was running that account. Again, not me. I thought it would never happen. But I never stopped believing he might. And what do you know? He fucking did. Shockbox Watson followed that goddamn account. And what do you know? He also liked the posts that were on that page. He liked the posts about his stances on the Taliban. Forgot the other one. Oh, and he also liked the post that the account made of him in his underwear. He liked that. Now, I know there are people out there who are still thinking that Mr. Shockbox Watson has a snowball's chance in hell of winning the mayoral election. That there's just no way a capitalist society like America would ever allow a socialist like Mr. Watson in power. That it's pretty much just set in stone that the guy's just screwed. But I'm never going to stop believing. You want to know why? You want to know why I think, personally, Mr. Shockbox Watson has a chance? Because over in Germany, the land of beer and bratwursts, they just had themselves a nice little election. Voters were going to go out and they were going to decide who was going to replace Angela Merkel as the next Chancellor of Germany. And, honest to God, this fucking happened. You're probably going to learn about this later on today, if you don't know already. But honest to God, this really happened. Crouten T has talked about this already, and if you don't believe me, well, I'm going to be leaving a link to his tweets on the subject in the description below. But honest to God, the Communist Party has won. I'm not joking. I wish I wasn't, but it's true. The Communist Party has won, my friends. Which is absolutely amazing to me. I mean, if you're a studier of history such as myself, you will know that the only way communism ever really took place in a nation was, well, a whole lot of bullets had to be fired and a whole lot of people had to die for communists to gain control of any particular nation. Whether it be in Russia or China or this nation or that nation, a lot of blood had to be shed so the communists can run the show. Now, I don't know what the future has in store for Germany now that they're going full communist. Peacefully. But it is going to be interesting to see. I mean, fuck. Germany's gone communist. Germany is the place where Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, the people that created this idea of communism, they were both born there. And when you do a little bit of research into the origins of communism, what it really means, and all that shit, you'll find out that in order for communism to really take place, the idea that Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels had in mind, they wanted communism to take place in a industrialized, wealthy Western nation, instead of some backwater shithole. They didn't want communism to take place in Russia. They didn't want it to take place in China back in the day. They didn't want it to take place in Cuba or North Korea or any impoverished Latin American countries. No, they weren't stupid. They weren't dumb. They knew it wouldn't succeed there. They knew for communism to work, it had to happen in one of these heavily industrialized nations. Like Germany, France, UK, America. And I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen now that the communists have literally taken over. I mean, will we get similar communist dictatorships to what we've experienced in history and are still experiencing in countries around the world today? Is communist Germany going to be similar to what's going on in China, where they have an authoritarian government but they're rich as fuck? Will they run it into the ground like, say, North Korea or Venezuela or Cuba? Or will it be a short-lived thing? Will the communists take control one minute and then the next minute they're getting lined up against the wall and shot by the re-emerged Nazi Party? I don't know. I simply don't know, my friends. But I do know one thing. I do know one thing indeed. If the communists could take power in Germany, then what's stopping our boy, Shockbox Watson, from becoming the next mayor of Yerkum, Pennsylvania? I mean, we're just gotta wait and see. I mean, the elections are gonna be in November, so again, we just gotta wait and see what happens, but remember, my friends, anything can happen.